Are you a weekly watcher or are you a binger? Like down to the wire.
Yeah, maybe. What are you guys?
Binge.
I'm definitely.
I could binge. I cannot wait. I have to binge. But after like a couple episodes, I'm like, all right, I'm exhausted. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I have to retire for now.
But Shannon, you a binger?
Yeah, especially if it's like listen, I have so many animes on this list. I'm gonna tell y'all about this app and about this shit real soon, real quick. But yeah, I'm more of a binger. I mean, if it's a new series, I'll wait for it to get some episodes and then I'll just catch up like that. And then I'm gonna have to wait every week, which I kind of hate, especially if it's such a great series. Then I'm like, oh my god, yay! But for the most part, if it's shows that already came out and is already finished, I'm binging that shit. And then I'll watch it halfway, and then I'll take a break, and we'll go to another series to binge. Kind of like what Kevin does, yeah, because you do that, yeah. So I'm kind of on the same wave like Kevin. Mm-hmm.
Hey, so Derbs, how you feel about that? You binge or you go straight through?
So it depends on the shows, obviously. I mean, for like the sad stuff, I usually binge those. Like I just do them all at once.
Wait, hold on.
And then I'm like, I'm just gonna watch all 12 episodes and just be an emotional wreck for like one day. Be like, all right, yeah, I did.
You could accept all you so you're one of those bingers that be like, you know what? Let me accept all 5 fucking stages of grief in one sitting, and that's going with my life. That's you. That's you, Dirk?
Yeah, okay. Like, when Anohana first came out, I watched episode 1. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Years later, they're like, all right, it's done. It's amazing. I'm like, all right, cool. Sitting on the plane, I'm like, yeah, I'm watching all of this right here.
Hold on. My man said sitting on the plane. You know how
right? What?
That boy said, I'm sitting on my bro. He's a lie. It's definitely first class. He a lie. He probably said first class girl let the time to coach. He probably let his girl sit in coach.
It's not your house, Master Bruce.
Yes, Master Bruce. If ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know this, Derby lives in this beautiful mansion. Right?
Listen, real AKA Master Bruce.
Master Bruce, that's his name. We record not in the room. We record in the floor. We have a whole floor for us with bathroom, with kitchen, with dining room table.
With chandelier.
Yes, the chandelier. That shit was nice though, right?
Yo, check this out. His basement is better than your 3rd floor in your house. His basement is better than
That's OD. Damn.
Boy, that boy balling.
Never sat in first class in my life. Anyway. So for anything like that, usually I'll binge. So like psychological thrillers and stuff, we'll binge those as well. Comedies, those I can do week to week. So I'm like, I don't. It's not. They don't have like a serious like Konosuba. I sit through week to week.
Y'all got no soul.
What?
Y'all gonna cry all day?
That's crazy. I mean, like after I see some sad shit, I gotta see somebody die in like a gangster ass way, just to like balance it out. That's what balance.
How many anime can you watch at one time?
Not like
no limit. Simultaneous.
If you're in a taco, there's no limit. You don't put no numbers to how many animes you can
watch.
They are technically watching dirt right now.
There's no numbers. There's no numbers.
I need one that's a super. I need a long haul.
She bougie as fuck.
Has all these long haul anime that has over 100 episodes. I need a weekly one, and then I need to just relax. It's an oldie, a classic I have to catch up on. Like I'm working, as I said, I want to pick up Gintama after I finish JoJo, so that'll be like my long haul one. I'm still working on Gias as my classic, and then I've got like 1 or 2 I'm watching week to week. But
this is why during quarantine I don't call this bitch and ask her what she's doing, because she got a whole schedule for her shit. Just watch what you watch. Listen, people, just watch what the fuck you want to watch. Watch. You don't have to finish nothing. Start it, put it aside. Remember, don't remember. Who cares? Just do what you want to. She makes sense. I'm in the wrong room.
She makes sense. You need something like, for me personally, I need something that's action packed, something that's romantic, and something that's funny. Balance, right?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Are you telling me you can try to like get through Dragon Ball Z and One Piece at the same time?
Right? You goddamn. If I had to put a number, I'll watch like 10 anime at once. I'll be wilding like that because I got no life. And I'm essential. I got no life. I've been doing them.
I get frustrated. I want to watch more one, and then I just won't have time for the others because I might get super invested in ones. Like I should be watching these other 5, but like I get stuck.
I'd be wild. And listen, there was one summer where they had Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. They had Code Geass releasing new episodes. Inuyasha, the final act.
I don't like the opening that much. I skipped that opening.
Wait, what opening were you singing?
Hands will break.
What opening were you singing?
Kokias. You don't know the OP to Kokias?
Oh yeah, of course. No, the first one, Colors. Yeah, because I was like,
yes, that's the shit.
That's my shit. God, I love that shit. Come on. I didn't see that.
Chill out. But yeah, that was like the most lit summer ever because I was watching like 10 anime at once, and it was a brand new season, and all the anime that was dropping was fire. I think I was watching Mitsudomo around that time too. I had everything, everything at once, yo. I was watching everything. I was wilding, and I was still getting A's in my classes except math because I was skipping that class. I was super skipping.
I don't believe you, man. I don't like math.
Once they started teaching logarithms, I was like, nah, I'm cool.
I really need a mathlete anime. That's what I want. We have card animes. We have sports anime. I want a mathlete anime.
I know there's
I'm not watching.
You know they can make it look good. If they can make light write names in a notebook look cool, they can make some nerd solving log for them.
There's 2 nerdy ones.
Oh, fact. They made light. Yo. When that man was writing down this shit, eating chips, and he was that's the fact. That man was eating chips and writing in the ship I haven't seen. That man penmanship was clean. I never penmanship.
Solving math problems with my right hand and killing people with my left hand, and then I'll take a chip and then eat it. Come on, you know they can do that.
Yeah, I'm about to rewatch Death Note. Chill. Chill out.
Wait, but all right, this is a topic that we have to get on to, and I'm gonna put it directly to Shannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a spotlight on Shannon. So like, but she looks so good, by the way. Shout out to Shannon with her shea moisture and her beautiful skin. Like that's just she going.
Thank you, girl. If you follow me on IG, which we will, obviously, I'm gonna stalk all y'all asses at the end of this shit. All right, I'm gonna harass Kevin as soon as this Skype call is over. But before that, yes, I could tell you what I use like for my skin and stuff. Don't worry, I got you. All right, got you. But yes.
So the question that I want to ask, this is very important. We've been struggling with this topic. We really didn't want to talk about it.
Didn't at all.
Because first and foremost, understand, I'm going to take a line from Kevin. We really don't give a fuck. But, but this whole scenario, this whole situation for Doja Cat. So basically, Doja Cat is an amazing. Well, she had amazing hits. She's also a biracial artist. So she's a good artist. I think she's a great artist. I appreciate any artist that write their own shit. I love that. And she was in hot water for saying some racial comments in a couple of videos, which she shouldn't have. Well, Shannon, what's your take on it? How do you feel? Should she be canceled? I
don't know. You know, I'm still kind of like trying to decide on it. I think for the most part, I think she should be canceled because she should know better. I mean, I get that her father, abandoned her. He didn't raise her. She was left with her mom. Her mom is white, if I'm not mistaken, and her father is black. So okay,
something like that.
She didn't really have to do those make those remarks and shit. Like, what the fuck? I love her music too. I'm just like you, Patty. I fucks heavy with her music. I've been streaming her latest album, Hot Pink. Like when it first came out, I had that shit nonstop every single day. Like I got mad favorite tracks on that. So when I see that video surface of her, I'm just like, she really doing this? She bugging. Nah. So I don't know. I think her career is slowly coming to an end because of that. But I really think she's still trying to like be relevant and try to apologize as much as possible. But I realize in her videos, she's going around the apology and she's just going in circles and not trying to get to pinpoint why the fuck she's in hot water in the first place. Like, I think she's trying to say everything else that, like, we don't really want to hear all this, bitch. Like, apologize for what you said. Like, but you know what? At the end of the day, she already said it. It already happened. Even though it's in the past, and she might not be that way nowadays. Okay, still, you left your impact. That was really bad for your image. So I think she should be canceled, but I'm still low key rooting for her. I don't know how she's gonna get out of it. I just don't know how she's gonna get out of it. So I'll still listen to her music, but I'll listen to it less now. So, she comes with and cancel. It's because she built such a great presence in music and all that, and being in her own lane, being unique for who she is, being retarded, being funny and silly. So we'll see how this play out. That's me. Yeah.
Do you mind explaining to the audience like what happened with the whole Doja Cat? The people that don't know.
I like how she did that. You like how she did that?
I did like how she did that.
I like that. I need some place. I
feel like Patty should continue to like do it, because I logged on to Twitter the other day and I was like, what the fuck? Like, so I caught up. I did like some short research. I didn't go deep into it, but I got the main gist of it, and I was just like, damn.
So basically, there was a video of her in a chat room talking like with these guys, and so-called they're saying that these guys were alt-right guys, and she was making racist comments about, and she said nigga, which a lot of people didn't fuck with, especially how she was using it.
The hard R version. Be clear.
Yeah, I say she's using the ER version.
Yeah,
she can't be doing it.
Yeah, she. But then again, it's like, my thing is this, right? If you apologize, just keep it an apology, right? There should be no excuse. There should be no buts. You should just leave it as an apology. Mm-hmm. I understand she said that she did these things, quote unquote. She said that she did these things years ago. She was in chat rooms that she wasn't supposed to be in and stuff like that. Granted, but my thing is, if you really sincerely sorry, right? Just say it's your bad. Sorry. Don't make any excuses for the bullshit. Because at the end of the day, if I hear a but at the end of sorry, you wasn't really sorry. Because there should be no excuse. Listen, if I say sorry, I know what I did wrong. And the sorry is to tell you that I know I did wrong. It's not going to happen again. Don't make excuses for it, because you're feeling that what you did was justified. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. Don't say sorry. Should she be canceled? Yes. Was she a bad bitch? Yes. Mm-hmm. But still, she should be canceled. My opinion. I feel like
the world lacks Black girls who want to make it big, who want to become rappers, who want to become artists. We don't need to be so desperate to like pick up the trash ones who are willing to do messed up stuff.
Right.
And it's not like a small words did this. She wrote a song with the words that people found offensive.
Right. A lot of people, that was it. For that, a lot of people were saying that the song that she wrote, her response was that had nothing to do with being racist. It was just her personal baggage or things like that. So,
okay. See, everybody want to be a nigga when it's cool to be a nigga. But when it's time to actually be a nigga, nobody want to be a nigga. Right? At the end of the day, they love Black culture. They don't love us. Even though she is Black. The thing I hate about is that she all for the culture when, the money's coming in, when it looks cool, when she's on the live and she on the IG or whatever. But then when she with her friends or whoever she was with, she's like, yeah, fucking nigger, take the niggers. Like, bitch, you ain't talk like that.
Like you become big with our support, and if we take back our support, you're not going to be nothing. Oh, that double negative hurt my soul. You won't be anything. Sorry, I can't.
That's a fact.
Too deep in grammar. We can find someone else to give our support. So that's why, cancel culture isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because the public is fickle. Yeah, fame is fickle. But if you're going to do something that hurts your support base, then don't expect us to keep supporting you.
Right. From what I'm hearing, a lot of people are saying it was probably a fetish that she has. But my thing is that you're grown. You know this is bad. You know you're not supposed to say the N-word with the hard R.
And even if it's a fetish, there's places for the fetish.
Yes.
And you got to be careful with those. Like, all kinks, own your kinks, whatever, I'm not going to judge. But again, if it gets out and it hurts people, then you screwed up.
See, my fear is that they'll use that as an excuse, though. Again, going back to what Pat
terrible
said,
excuse though. That's trash.
it's a terrible excuse, but from what Pat was just saying, again, it feels like an excuse. Her saying sorry, but.
Yeah, don't say but. Don't say but.
She said but in her apology?
Yeah, she made excuses for why she was like, yeah, but at the time I was this and that. No, it doesn't matter what time, how old you were. You did it. You said it. Just say sorry. I screwed up. I should have never done it. That's it. That
and my views are different now.
That's not even
I screwed up. I was mistaken. I believe differently now. I act differently now.
And another thing is what actually made me like is when she said, "If you're really my fans."
Damn.
How you feel about that, Kev? How you feel about that?
Man, I can't believe I'm about to. I can't believe I'm about to talk about this bullshit, B.
I know.
Check this out, man. This is how I feel, man. All right. So
let's talk about this.
Now,
someone else.
Sorry,
what's that? What's that? Oh, it looks like you got a cup full of lean.
It's no, it's a Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
Yes.
She about to get big fat. She about to get big fat.
Sounds like a commercial right now.
Thank you, Miko.
She about to get big fat.
I love when she's like, yes.
So even have the label turned towards us?
Yes.
Be honest. You're getting sponsored.
She's getting sponsored. She getting sponsored. You need to separate that check in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways, girl. Shit, I want to get paid
couple ways.
Shit.
Couple of ways, man.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, Kev.
Nah, you Gucci. But alright, so boom. Man, shorty messed up, B. And listen, let me be clear. I was knocking her joint, but she was like, bitch, I'm a cow. I was like, oh, that shit knock. Shorty was like, ooh, when I'm in the mood. I said, oh, that shit fire.
Right.
So her Twitch big like Tia Tamara, which was a lie, because this shit is definitely not big. But, yo, her joint was knocking, but she messed up. You know what I mean? And she gotta own up to it, man. I don't like when people dance around the question or dancing around. Yo, you did wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want, and this is hard to say, but I don't want people to get to a point where we're not, because it feels like we're in a space right now where people are not allowed to make mistakes with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, with the Chris Brown joint, when Chris Brown and Rihanna, the whole situation, they still condemn that man for that joint. They still condemn that man for that joint, which I will never defend. Like, yo, you put hands on a woman. You should never do that.
That's right.
But,
and
like,
I'm not playing that, but still.
But nah, listen. My point is this though. Like, we live in a where I don't even know
why kicked out.
Oh, that's what you gonna do? You wanna hurt me? Anyway, so I don't understand why we have the term common sense, because common sense is not common. Like, people, it's not common. Why do we call it common sense? A lot of people just don't have no sense, period. You feel what I'm saying? And Shorty was probably in a space in her life where I don't know what happened in her life to make her say that.
No,
that's right there. Hold on. Let me tell you. Yeah, I feel that way too. She messed up.
When she said the butt, it was a rap. When she said the butt, it was a rap.
Wait, hold on. You're right. When she said but, it was a rap. It did sound like she was trying to bamboozle and finesse her way out of it. And like you said, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. Just like how everybody want to be gangster until it's time to be gangster. Like 6ix9ine. When it was time to be gangster, he started snitching crazy. And I'm like, damn, this man is a whole L7. He's an entire square. Like, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you was super bamboozling. That shit nuts.
Shannon's like, what?
So when situations like this happen, it's rough, man. And Shorty, she gonna feel it. She gonna feel it for a while. But I don't think this gonna hurt her that heavily, because there's still some, what's the term? Simps? Simps is the term? There's still some niggas that's gonna subscribe to her OnlyFans and still go buy her album. And you feel me? They like to see the
especially her white fans. If she has any white fans, oh yeah, totally.
She got a lot. So
I don't like us. Not like us. I'm gonna tell you.
I think it's gonna really hurt her. Like, But here's the thing, though: the timing of it is tragic because of the I don't remember brother's name, but I think it's George who he just recently passed when the cops was on his neck and all of that. The timing of her scandal and that happened.
Another person who can't breathe
The thing is,
underneath the hands of a cops.
Why are you putting your legs on someone's neck like that? You already have the person
just chilling. I mean, I get it, but I get what you're saying, Kev. There's a time for growth, and I would give her that pass.
This like we live in a world where like that type of shit happens. So when Shorty is out here saying those type of words and saying the things that she was saying on stream, she gotta understand, yo, we're coming from those times to now where we're still getting killed over nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's serious what you did. So the fact that you trying to bamboozle and get online and I forgot what she said. I can't remember verbatim.
Garbage. It don't matter.
No, I was talking about when she was talking about like her hair and the remarks that she made about how hard it is to take care of black hair. And she was like, oh, a lot of black girls would agree with me and whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm not.
She really said
that.
Oh
yeah, yeah, she went out of pocket. She said a lot of doodle comments. She said a lot of dumpster juice.
Y'all see this little baby? Y'all see this little baby bush I got? Listen, I love this forever. You feel me? Right. Yeah, when I comb it, it's like Rice Krispies. You hear snap, crackle, pop. But I love that shit. I love that shit. You feel me? So,
and it's beautiful. It smells good. It smells good, don't it? It smells good. It look good. It's actually beautiful. It's shining right now, brother. I salute you. Thank you.
Feel me? It's beautiful. You think it's beautiful, Gabby?
You got beautiful type 4C hair. All of that.
Nothing like I feel like your beard is longer than your hair.
It is so. My mustache dumb long. If I go like this, look. Long. So I could spin it low key. I could braid it and all that. But anyway, that's
now. Just smirk.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Bree's stupid. But
tell me at least one day you don't give it about a little bit of gel and just style it. Just a little. Right. You're not going anywhere.
Listen, when I'm in the shower, I definitely be, you know what I mean? I'm styling it low key. I'll be styling it. That's the thing on this. She distracted me. But anyway, that girl really needs to learn her worth and self-love. That way she wouldn't have to go in chats and feel like she need to do that to appeal to these people who really don't care if she, in their mind, she could die from their family. They don't really give a damn. You know what I mean? It's tragic when that happens, man. But I pray for her, man, and all the stuff that she's going through. I pray that she really learn for it. Learn from it. She really.
You don't care about her. You don't want to talk about this.
She's not like black guys.
Huh?
You don't date black guys, right? Only white guys?
Of course.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
That's her loss. You know what I mean? Like you see how me and Derby skin glowing. You see that? Come on, man.
There you go. That is her loss. To be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, Derby and Kevin, they're actually 76 years old. It's just the melanin. It's literally just the melanin in their skin that you cannot tell their age.
We not. Definitely not. So ladies that are 25, holla at me. You feel me? After that, it's over.
Sir, you are 3 times as old as them. At your age.
I'm still in my 20s though. That's funny. God damn, bro.
So wait, stop.
I know I ain't no spring chicken. But damn.
Derby, how you feeling? How you feel about the whole? Stop laughing, Derby. How you feel?
He can't stop. He's just dying.
So, definitely the timing, as Kevin was saying, is really bad right now with what's happening this week. And also, I do agree with y'all. Like, yeah, she definitely fucked up. And if you're gonna apologize, just apologize. All right, there's no need to make excuses. Now, that being said, I'm kind of against cancel culture in general, like completely. Like, I don't
see what you mean, because cancel culture unfortunately doesn't usually work. If anything, it does the opposite. It sometimes makes the person more popular.
That is true. Because R. Kelly plays with a triple after that.
Let me speak on it right now. I got you right now. I'm gonna tell you why cancel culture does not work. Because I remember a while back, the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, which is an NBA team. He was caught on some voicemail or some voice call saying it's
the N-word. I remember that.
And then the NBA ended up banning him from like ever appearing in any games and stuff like that. Which I'm like, oh, okay, I see what y'all trying to do, but see, when you do things like that, then you're scaring all the other races into hiding. And when you do that, that's like constantly spraying Febreze on garbage instead of taking out the garbage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you just add into the filth. Like, they're gonna go into hiding like roaches, and you're not gonna catch them until the lights is on and they get caught. You feel what I'm saying? So that right there is what I thought.
But yeah, that cancel culture is focused more on condemning and talking shit and jumping on the bandwagon of hating something than actually letting them know, hey, this is where you screwed up. Here's how you can improve. So not only them, but also the people who might be around them, who might be like taking their messages, but then realize, oh, maybe I could fix my ways. Or yeah, we should be like working on more educating. Canceling is just saying
I'm not here,
and it spreads too much.
No.
You need to educate them why they're wrong and not just say you're right.
2020, I still need to educate white motherfuckers why they can't say nigga. Nah, sorry. 2020, I gotta educate you on why not to say nigga. Every year I have to have this discussion with you, and not to do blackface for Halloween or your cosplays. I gotta have that discussion with you. I gotta have that every year. I'm tired. I should have had that discussion with you. You should know this already. We are in 2020. We still gotta say, oh look, we got the first black this, the first 2020. I still gotta explain to you the ignorance that goes behind some of these comments when you're talking to non-white people. I gotta educate you.
Yes,
I'm not getting no nigga, go to school.
It's
Here's the thing. You gotta find out what your ancient parents did for you to come out ain't shit yourself. I cannot sit here and educate you, because at the end of the day, I gotta educate my friends. I gotta educate my kids. I gotta educate them on how to be around people of privilege, so they know how to react when they're outside, when they cops around doing their shit, right? So I gotta educate them. On top of that, I gotta educate you on how you're supposed to be appropriate, culturally appropriate to us. No, I didn't know. I'm not here for that. Why can't I just exist and live just like y'all existing and living and having the privilege to do whatever the fuck you want? No, I'm not. It's not my job to fix you. You should be considerate around other people that's around you. I can't fix you all the time.
Fairy tale.
I can't. No. I cannot fix you. If you wanted to be fixed, if you really wanted to take the time out, you would make it your business to sit there and say, hey, maybe some of the shit I'm saying is hurting people. I should not have to sit here and educate you every fucking year on certain shit that you can't do. You know why you can't say nigga? How about that? You just can't say it. You can't say it. I'm not educating you on that. I'm not getting paid for this shit. Y'all still going to say it when I'm finished with telling you that you can't say it behind my back. Why? Because it's in the song. Don't say it. That's it. Don't blackface. Don't
you can't reach everyone, but you gotta try to reach who you can.
No,
it's not fair, but it is necessary.
For what? They're supposed to know. If they wanted to change, they would have changed already. I don't have to sit there and educate
2000, 1999, 98, 87.
And I still got to educate, right? Yes. No, for what?
Unfortunately, you have to.
I'm in the wrong room.
No.
Fatty, unfortunately, I think on this one.
Why understand my job? I am not your mom. I'm not your dad. Why do I have to do that? But at the same time, I understand your point of view, because at the same time, unfortunately, their mom, their parents did not teach them the right way.
So it's up to them to do it.
Unfortunately, but it's
y'all putting way too much on the black community. Let me tell you.
No.
On top of y'all stealing the culture, on top of y'all taking credit, renaming shit that we create, I also gotta teach you that is wrong.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Because if you
don't do it.
If you want the world to be pink, you gotta buy some paint.
No.
You gotta do it.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Like you said, there's certain shit. No. Because this is the thing. We giving white people too much credit. Oh, they didn't know no better. They fucking knew what the fuck they were doing. They all knew what they were doing. They did it for the gain of their benefit. Now I gotta teach them, hey, white person, you should have never did that. Let's talk about why you shouldn't have did that. No, they know what they're doing. Don't get confused and feel like they don't know what the fuck they're doing at the end of the day. It's embedded in their fucking DNA. They know what the fuck they're doing.
You know what?
Don't sit there. That's the point.
Let me scratch that. I feel what you mean about you have to teach them, but I feel that it's more towards the younger people, because by the time
you gotta reach who you can, is what I'm saying. Of course, some won't learn.
Shannon,
there's some things
I'm taking the Uber. Send me your address.
But you got to reach.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Even if it's something small, like what's it, like cancel culture, you did wrong, this sucks. You gotta say why it sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
See, but that's the
and
fine
here
line.
is why.
But that's the fine line.
Right there.
But that's the fine line. That's the thing. Why do I have to educate you? Why do I have to do all that?
Why? Perfect example.
But unfortunately, again, with cancel culture, it just doesn't work because again, you have to educate them, but at the same time, it's so confusing. I hate it.
It is confusing. It is confusing. But my thing is this perfect example. You really feel like they're listening to us if we teach them? Perfect example. Look at TikTok. Yeah. There's a blackout on TikTok. Shout out to all my Black content creators that are on TikTok. Shout out to all of y'all. Fist every day. There's a blackout because content creators are not being represented in TikTok. They're not sitting. They're just being taken advantage of.
Oh yeah.
Point blank, period. But guess what? Instead of other people from other races taking the time out to look at the content and understanding the culture and why there is a blackout, guess what? White folks decided to do a whiteout against the blackout.
And not understanding why the freaking blackout is there in
the
first
They choose not to understand because there's and that day when they decided to do the blackout, there were multiple videos explaining why the blackout exists. Instead of them taking the time to look at, and there was more than enough videos on the For You page to understand why the blackout existed.
Right.
Do you think they took the time out to understand?
You gotta reach who you can. You gotta reach who you can.
Oh, okay.
You gotta reach who you
gotta
can.
reach who you can?
Yes.
All right. So people who did the whiteout, I'll put in the comments below Bree's IG. You can contact her in her DM. She'll be glad to educate every
I don't even use Instagram. I use Tumblr.
Yeah,
none of y'all are getting my Tumblr.
I miss Tumblr. Tumblr was the shit.
Tumblr is the shit. It is the most beautiful hellhole that has ever existed. It is the only social media I regularly use.
It's really good.
And the porn is coming back.
Let's go! I'm back on Tumblr, B. Holla at me. I'm posting my Tumblr in the link. I'm posting my Tumblr. I'm back. It's over. I don't know who's coming back. I'm back. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
No, but you can't.
Yeah,
you can't. Just look at the fan fiction purges. None of them ever worked. You cannot stop horny.
You can't stop it. Everybody's horny on Maine. Everybody. Let's do it. Let's do it. You feel me? Well, listen, man. At the end of the day, the whole situation is tragic, man. It's tragic that a lot of people are doing those type of things. It's tragic that when people apologize, they don't understand that, yo, when you do wrong, a lot of times you got to carry that cross. You may have to carry it for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And you should use your life as an example. Be like, hey, don't do this because I touched that. I did that. This ain't the way. You feel me? Hove did that. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. Shit like that. But
see, another thing with what I was saying, that now that I'm thinking more clearly now. Not that I wasn't thinking clearly before, but
she wasn't though, guys. She wasn't. Go ahead though.
I can see your frustration because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm educating you, but this gives an excuse for the next person to do whatever they want and be like, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I'll educate myself, I'll do this, I'll do that in order to.
You can't trust anyone to educate themselves.
So that's why I'm like, okay, cancel culture is bad, but it's good at the same time. But there's no consequences, and even if they do learn, everyone else is still gonna feel like they can do whatever they want and just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, guys, I'm definitely gonna educate myself on this. I'll never do it again. Hey, I'm more popular now.
I'm not talking about the dumbass making the videos. I'm talking about the silent lurkers in the comments who come by. Don't say anything. Don't leave any notes. But happen to see one person posting, hey, that's not right. And maybe in the back of their mind, something will spark saying, hey,
I'm going to keep this real short and sweet. I'm going to keep, because I'm not going to go in. Because this ain't my house. So
what's going to stop you? What's going to stop you?
Yes, I don't want to put y'all in trouble because y'all just came here. Google's free. So for y'all that need to be educated, who quote unquote don't know, before you leave something in the comments, if you got to think about it before you leave it, don't leave it. If you want to educate yourself, go onto Google. Google's free. I'm not. I'm out of time. I'm out of patience.
And we've been talking about this for years. It's not new. It's not new. Go to Google. We've been talking about this for decades.
Definitely ain't new. It's definitely
to find out what you should or shouldn't be doing.
No. Know what I mean? Just like explaining why we say Black Lives Matter. Definitely not explaining that shit no more. Because there's somebody gonna be like, yeah, no, all lives matter. All right. All right.
And I like that.
Or even worse, blue lives matter.
No, that don't make no sense. That's that you can't put blue lives. Okay. But I'm gonna say this. I like the fact that if I say Black Lives Matter, somebody would say all lives. I see you. That's I see you. Because there's a reason why this exists because of people like you.
Exactly.
Okay. So when you say all lives matter, thank you. That comment did its job. Because I need to figure out who the fuck I could fuck with and who the fuck I can't.
And that's true. That's the other side. What reason to speak out is just so others who agree with you finally hear a voice saying what they've been feeling on the inside.
That's fact.
So even like,
loud,
even if you don't want to educate, fine. But at least for your fellows who need to hear it.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm your friend.
I finally got you back.
Now I'm your friend.
Oh my God. We spent way too much time on this goddamn Doja Cat.
But I know.
We did.
It's a heavy topic. Of course we're going to spend a long time.
It's low-key controversial, you know, but we got to talk about it. Like,
unfortunately.
We got to have this discussion every year. So.
You know what I mean? But check this out.
I respect you so much, Patty. You're amazing. My fellow Jamaican. Yeah, now let me stop. That's that, man.
You're not Jamaican. You're not Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. What the fuck?
But Pat, nigga, I know you're Jamaican. Okay. Wow, really? Really?
She's not even Jamaican. That girl not Jamaican. She bamboozled you. You see? Bamboozled you for the jump where she made it seem like Bree be spoiling. It's really her that be spoiling. And now you think she's Jamaican? She bamboozled. And look at that. You just gonna sit. You just gonna sit.
Kevin, why would you give it away?
Chill out. I'm trying to get Shannon on board. Chill out.
Gabby, you just need to represent the actual country.
Gabby, you're not gonna say nothing. So you're not gonna say nothing? You just gonna sit there? You just gonna sit there? All right. Email later. A long-worded email. You go to the email.
Jamaican, what are you? You just black, like.
No, I'm Haitian.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Guyanese.
Hey.
Dominican.
Derby is.
Huh?
Derby.
You met out the loop.
That nigga said, huh?
Right.
Nah, I'm Haitian.
Okay. Copy. Gotcha. That's dope. Oh, yeah. Nice.
But I'm glad. You know what? It was a touch and go for this subject, but I'm glad that we actually got a chance to say something and talk about it because I want our listeners, our followers to understand where we stand, that we ride for them. We ride for all our Black content creators. We promote them hard body. So we want y'all to know we with y'all, we support y'all, and just to understand like where we stand on things. And maybe we're not politically correct on everything, but we are
never politically correct. Let's be clear.
That's a fact.
Political correctness leads to the lies that we get from the government. Fuck being politically correct. Yo, we go say how we feel forever and always. I'm never being politically correct. You feel me? I will say every single curse. I will say fuck, shit, ass, bitch, cunt, skibbity, doo-wop, all that. I don't give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? But let's understand though, this is a conversation with a bunch of very cool people who are not so sensitive that we can't have the discussion and still come out and be cool. Okay, Gabby got a beard now, somehow. So, but we have the conversation with people who are not so like sensitive to the point where we can't have the conversation, we can't disagree and still be cool. Let's understand that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's important to have the conversation. But I feel like it's time to wrap this shit up because we definitely was talking way too long, and I definitely got way more liquor to drink. You feel me? So definitely go drink a lot more.
It's been a minute. So with that being said, Shannon, it's been a pleasure having you. Tell our listeners where we can find you again.
Where can we find you once again?
Yes. So go on YouTube, just type in Shamasan Reacts, all right? And then you got my Twitter is at Shamasan R. Instagram is Shamasan Reacts. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but I have Facebook as well. It's just Shamasan Reacts. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks. So if you guys don't know, when we post clips on our IG account or our Twitter, we will have all her accounts right in the description so you could instantly follow. Because if you're not, you're missing a lot of greatness. Definitely. Her reaction videos have me dying. I love her. And with that being said, hopefully you see more of our honey bunny Gabby. Right? So we want all of y'all to stay safe, wash your hands. You know,
wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
I don't care what you say, because wear your freaking mask, people, and do not come near me in the grocery store. Do I need to get a ruler and bash you away?
On your shoulder. Like,
real talk, y'all. Definitely got to tell a story.
Shit is weird.
We got to tell a story.
Wow, we're still in quarantine, my nigga. Like, the fuck, I don't care if you have a mask on. Back the fuck up.
Yo, let me tell y'all before we go. I got a quick story. So, you know how I'm essential, right? I'm super essential. I'm still working at the liquor store, right? Yo, every time on my shift, I gotta tell people who come in without masks that they can't come in here, right? So, boom, check this out. I was working today and shit, regular 9 to 5.
There's a sign.
Super big sign on the door, but people can't read for some reason. I told you, common sense ain't common. So, boom. Right, so this is dude who he's a regular customer. He walk in and he got like a washcloth over his face. So like,
what?
Like, hey, how you do? And then I see the washcloth. I'm like, hey, how you do? Oh, nah, dog, I can't. You gotta get out, yo. So mind you, I'm in there 8 hours a day where we get deliveries, lifting boxes, getting my squats in, doing all type of shit with my mask on. OD sweating, OD tired because it's hard to breathe in that shit. This man walks in with a washcloth. I say, yo, you can't be in here without a mask. And he's like, oh, what, you can't ring me up real quick? You can't I said, nah, I can't ring you up. And you got to have a mask. And he's like, come on, man, I'm a regular. You can't ring me up. I said, yo, and I got in trouble. I got in trouble with my boss and my manager for doing this shit constantly because I'm just fed up at this point. He said, I said, yo, you say one more thing, I'm going to fuck you up. You say one more thing, I'm going to fuck you up. And he was like, what? I said, listen, I'm in here 8 hours a day with the mask off for your protection. You can't wear a mask for 3 minutes? You can't wear a mask for 3 minutes? I said, fuck that. Yo, one more thing, I'm fucking you up. That's on God. He said, and then walked out, stormed out. Super tight. Stormed out. He did all that. My coworker looking at me like, fuck that, yo. I'm tired of explaining shit. I'm done with that shit, yo. Anybody who walk in with a mask, I'm gonna just be like, yo, get out. If they say something, I'm putting my foot up their ass. That's a fact. I'm tired. I ain't have a lineup in dumb long. My beard is dumb long. Like, yo, I'm tired of this shit too. I wanna go outside. I wanna do whole things. I wanna do all that. Like,
whole things.
I too. See, my phone. I drop my phone when I'm mad. Yo, everybody, please wear your mask. Practice social distancing. Stop playing, because niggas like me will fuck you up. At this point, I don't care about jail time no more. Like, I'm tired.
We need a segment called Story Time with Kevin. Definitely.
Yo, that's gonna be so entertaining. I'm all for that. Put me on to that shit. Story Time with Sham and Kev. My nigga, that would be a hit.
That'd be a banger.
That'd be 1 million a week. Like, we going platinum. We definitely going platinum first week.
Take all my money. I'm buying that record.
Now, we're definitely about to wrap this up, y'all. Y'all stay safe. Be easy, man. Be yourself, whatever the weather. And remember that you the one, not the two, because ain't nobody built like you. That's a fact. Understand?
Bars.
Yeah.